Dear children, welcome to our next topic, DNA replication. In molecular biology, DNA replication is the biological process of producing two identical replicas of DNA from one original DNA molecule. In this process, two DNA molecules are produced from one original DNA molecule. DNA replication occurs in all living organisms, acting as the most essential part for biological inheritance. The DNA is also responsible for the inheritance of characters from one generation to another generation. The cell possesses the distinctive property of division, which makes replication of DNA essential. For cell division, the cell has to replicate, that means it has to double the number of genetic material, that is DNA. So, the duplication of DNA copies are needed for the cell division process. DNA is made up of a double helix of two complementary strands. These complementary strands located opposite to each other. During replication, these strands are separated. Each strand of the original DNA molecule then serves as a template for the production of its counterpart, a process referred as semi-conservative replication. The new copy of DNA has been synthesized based on the template which is present in the original DNA molecule by the process semi-conservative replication. As a result of this process, that is semi-conservative replication, the new helix will be composed of an original DNA strand as well as a newly synthesized strand. The original strand is obtained from the original DNA and the newly synthesized strand is synthesized by adding the nucleotide base pairs newly, which is complementary to the template strand. Cellular proofreading and error check mechanisms ensure near perfect fidelity for DNA replication. It also undergoes the process of proofreading and error checking for ensuring the efficient function of DNA. In a cell, DNA replication begins at a specific location or origin of replication in the genome. So this is the location where the replication process has been initiated. Then unwinding of DNA at the original strand, unwinding of DNA at the origin and synthesis of new strands accommodated by the enzyme known as helicase results in replication forks which growing bidirectionally from the origin. A number of proteins are associated with the replication fork to help the initiation and continuation of DNA synthesis. Most prominently, DNA polymerase synthesizes the new strands by adding nucleotides that complement each strand, that is complement to the template. DNA replication occurs during S stage of interphase. This is the short introduction of DNA replication. Let me discuss in detail. DNA replication is one of the basic processes that occurs within the cell. So this is the basic process which is needed for the cell division. The genetic material is needed for the newly formed cells. DNA replication is the most important process which needs the duplicated copies of DNA for the newly formed cells. As we discussed in earlier days, the cell consists of nucleus, and within the nucleus the chromosomes are present. The chromosomes consist of the DNA molecule. Already we have studied about the cell is the basic structural and functional unit of all living organisms. It will involve in entire activities of the cell. A group of cells combine together and form tissues, and a group of tissues combine together and forms the organ system. Basically, the structure and functional unit, that is the entire activities of the cell, has been controlled by its nucleus. Inside the nucleus it consists of the chromosome. The chromosome consists of coiled DNA. The DNA consists of the base pairs which is responsible for the formation of amino acid and leads to the formation of protein. The DNA acts as the genetic material. It only transmits the characters from one generation to another. Based on that, the entire activity of an organism is determined. DNA molecule produces exact copies of its own structure during replication process, because during this replication process usually the DNA consists of two strands. These two strands are separated and act as the template. So based on the nucleotide which is present on the template, its complementary base pair is added. This is the reason for the exact messages which has been maintained by the DNA. That's why the DNA molecules produces exact copies of its own structure during replication process. The two strands of a DNA molecule have complementary base pairs. The nucleotides of each strand provide the information needed to produce its new strand. So look at this picture. The coiled DNA has been uncoiled and each strand, the double strand, has been separated, and each strand will act as a template. So based on the information present on the template strand, the newly added nucleotides which is complementary to the base pairs which are already present in the template. So for example, if the template consists of the nucleotide adenine, its complementary base pair which will added should be thymine. If it is consist of cytosine, newly adding complementary base pair should be guanine. So based on the information present on the template, the new nucleotides has been added. That is, they should be complementary to the template. So the nucleotides of each strand provide the information needed to produce its new strand, and the information is maintained continuously. The two resulting daughter cells contain exactly the same genetic information as the parent cell. So this is due to the information, the newly added nucleotides are selected based on the information, that is the nucleotides which are present on the template of the DNA. So there is no possibilities to change of genetic code. So the two resulting daughter cells contain exactly the same genetic information as the parent cell. DNA replication involves the following steps. First one is origin of replication. In this we are going to discuss about the initiation process, the place where do the replication will be initiated. Then the second one is unwinding of DNA molecule. As we studied, it is the double helix structure. It is coiled in nature. So after the unwinding process only, the two strands could be separated and each strand will act as the template. Then the formation of RNA primer. So the RNA primer is the first nucleotide which will added to the template. So after the addition of the RNA primer, the nucleotide sequences which are complementary to the template will be added continuously. Then synthesis of new complementary strand from the parent strand. So finally nucleotides will be added continuously after the addition of RNA primer. Then it will completely synthesize a new complementary strand from the parent strand. So these are the processes involved in the DNA replication. So these are the steps which are involved in the DNA replication. Let me discuss in detail. Origin of replication. The specific points on the DNA where the replication begins is the site of origin or site of replication. Already we have studied it is a double helix structure which is coiled in nature. The replication of DNA, that is the duplication process, will initiated at a specific point which is called as origin of replication or site of replication. The two strands open and separate at this point, forming the replication fork. Look at this picture. So here the double helix structure has been break up and the double strands will separated into single strands. So here this location is called replication fork. It makes a Y-like structure. The two strands will act as the template. Based on the information present on the template, the new nucleotides will be added and the new strand will be synthesized. This is origin of replication. Then unwinding of DNA molecule. The enzyme called helicase bind to the origin of replication site. So look at this picture. The enzyme called helicase. So this is the green color structure which will bind to the replication fork, which is otherwise called as origin of replication. This helicase separates the two strands of DNA. The helicase is responsible for the separation of double strand into two individual single strands, which will act as the template. The enzyme called topoisomerase separates the double helix above the replication fork and remove the twists formed during the unwinding process. So look at this picture. This blue color ring-like structure, this is topoisomerase. This topoisomerase has been added near the replication fork and it will involve in the unwinding process. Already we have studied the DNA is the double helix structure which will be coiled in nature. So the unwinding process is carried out by the topoisomerase. It removes the twists formed during the unwinding process. Each of the separated strands function as templates. So after the separation of the two strands as individual single strands, these individual single strands will act as the template. They have the nucleotide sequences which will act as the template. Based on the nucleotides present in the template, the newly added nucleotides are selected, which will be complementary to the base pairs which are present already in the template. Already we have discussed about the base pairing. Adenine always base pairs with thymine and cytosine always base pairs with guanine. That's all about unwinding of DNA molecule. The next topic is the formation of RNA primer. An RNA primer is a short segment of RNA nucleotides. The primer is synthesized by the DNA template close to the origin of replication site. So this is the RNA primer. So it has been synthesized by the DNA template, which is close to the origin of replication site, that is replication 4. So this is the RNA primer. This is the nucleotide which has been added first with the DNA template. After the addition of the RNA primer, the nucleotides are continuously added one by one based on the informations, that is the nucleotides which are present on the template. So the formation of new strand will be initiated by the addition of RNA primer. Then synthesis of new complementary strand from the parent strand. So after the formation of the RNA primer, nucleotides are added with the help of enzyme DNA polymerase. So this is the DNA polymerase enzyme which will help in the addition of new nucleotides to the template, and a new complementary strand of DNA is formed from each of the parent strands. So this is the parent strand. Look at this picture. It consists of the two parent strands which will act as the template. Based on the nucleotides present on the template, its complementary base pairs has been added by the DNA polymerase enzyme. A new complementary strand of DNA is formed from each of the parent strand. The synthesis is unidirectional. The synthesis process will happen from the replication fork. In one strand, the daughter strand is synthesized as a continuous strand which is called leading strand. So look at this picture. Both are the template, the DNA templates which are obtained from that parent DNA. Both consist of the nucleotide sequences, but in one strand only, the daughter strand is synthesized as a continuous strand. So this strand is called leading strand, and in the other strand, short segments of DNA are synthesized. Look at this picture. The first 4 nucleotides are synthesized continuously, and there is a gap, and again the nucleotides are synthesized. Hence, this strand is called lagging strands. There is a gap between the nucleotide sequences, short segments. The short segments of DNA are called Okazaki fragments. So these are the Okazaki fragments. The fragments are joined together by enzyme DNA ligase. So this gap is filled by the enzyme DNA ligase. So the synthesis of new strands happened in 2 different type of mechanisms. First one is leading strand. In that, the new strands will be synthesized continuously, and lagging strand. In that, the new strands synthesized by the addition of short segments, and the gap between the short segments are filled by the DNA ligase. The replication stops when the replication fork of the 2 sites meet at a site called terminus, which is situated opposite to the origin of replication. So whenever the replication forks meet its opposite site, it will stop the replication process. That particular site is called terminus, that is where do the unwinding process has been started. After the synthesis, it will again reach where do the unwinding process has been initiated, that is the site of replication or origin of replication. Whenever it meets again the origin of replication, which is situated opposite to or its location, origin of replication site. Once the replication process is stopped, the 2 strands are separated completely and they will act as individually. Then we are going to discuss about the significance of DNA. It is responsible for the transmission of heredity information from one generation to next generation. So as we discussed earlier, the DNA is responsible for the transmission of characters from one generation to another generation. It transmits the genetic information continuously by several generations. These genetic informations are present in the form of genetic codes in DNA. These genetic codes will responsible for the expression of characters of a new young one. The next significance is it contains information required for the formation of protein. We have already studied about the proteins. Proteins are the building blocks of our body. So the proteins are synthesized. The information which is required for the formation of proteins is present in the DNA molecule. The DNA, during the transcription process, the DNA molecule form the template replica, that is mRNA. In your higher studies, you will detailedly study about this process. In DNA template, it consists of the nucleotides continuously. Every 3 nucleotides combine together and forms a codon. This codon is responsible for the formation of an amino acid. Each and every amino acid is responsible for the formation of a protein. So the protein synthesis is determined by the informations which are present in the DNA molecule. Another significance of DNA is it controls the developmental process and life activities of an organism. The entire process has been determined by the DNA molecules. So whatever may be the characteristics which is expressed in an organism, that is determined by the DNA. For example, in human beings, all of our characters are based on the informations which are present in our DNA. Thank you.